You see the notification. You don't even open it. You already know what it says. Party, Saturday. You have to come, it won't be the same without you. And just like that, before you've even put the phone down, the mental spiral begins. Who's gonna be there? Will I know anyone? How long do I have to stay before I can leave without it being obvious? What do I say when the conversation dies? You sit with it for a while. Then you type, sounds fun, and immediately feel like a fraud. Or you type, maybe, and spend the next 4 days dreading a follow-up text. Or, and be honest, you just leave it on read and hope the guilt fades by Sunday. Here's what nobody tells you. That spiral, that instant dread, it's not a character flaw. It's not social anxiety. It's not you being too much in your head. It's your brain working exactly the way it was built to. Let's actually go to this party for a second. You show up because sometimes the guilt wins. The door opens and the noise hits you before you even step inside. Overlapping conversations, music that's just a little too loud to talk over, someone already yelling your name from across the room. You smile, you wave, you walk in. First 20 minutes? Fine. You're running on adrenaline and the relief of having actually shown up. Then it starts. Someone corners you with small talk. You're nodding along, but your brain has quietly split in two. One half is answering, the other half is already somewhere else entirely, counting ceiling tiles, replaying something awkward you said 3 conversations ago, noticing that one guy in the corner who also looks like he'd rather be literally anywhere else. By the 45-minute mark, your shoulders are up near your ears. Your face hurts from smiling. Your brain feels like a laptop with 40 tabs open and no charger in sight. And all you can think, the only clear thought cutting through the noise is, I just want to go home. Not because you're antisocial, not because you hate people, but because something inside you is genuinely, biologically maxed out. So what's actually happening in your brain? Psychologists call it social overstimulation, and it hits some people dramatically harder than others. Here's why. About 30 to 50% of people are introverts. For introverts, social energy works like a phone battery. Big groups drain it fast. Quiet and solitude recharge it. That's not a preference, that's neuroscience. Your brain processes social information more deeply than an extrovert's does. Every face, every word, every shift in someone's tone gets analyzed, filed, cross-referenced. You're not overthinking, you're just running a more complex program. And for roughly 15 to 20% of people, it goes even further. If you're a highly sensitive person, and you probably already know if you are, your nervous system picks up everything. Not just the conversations, the energy in the room, the mixed perfumes, the person across the room who's smiling but clearly not okay, the emotional undercurrent running beneath every, I'm good, how are you? You feel all of it simultaneously while also trying to make normal conversation. It's not that the party is too much, it's that you experience it at a different volume than everyone else. And the worst part? You still actually like people. That's the cruel irony nobody talks about. You don't hate connection, you crave it. You live for the conversations that go somewhere real, the 2 a.m. talks, the honest check-ins, the friend who just gets it without you having to explain. You're not cold, you're not closed off, you're just deeply aware of the difference between connection and performance. And a party is mostly performance. Small talk that goes nowhere, laughing at things that aren't that funny, performing a version of yourself that's louder, easier, more palatable, because your real you doesn't quite fit the energy of the room. So you leave, or you don't go at all, and the guilt follows you home like a shadow. Why can't I just enjoy this like a normal person? Because you're not wired for noise, you're wired for depth. And there's nothing wrong with that. Think about what happens after a party you force yourself to attend. Not that night, the next day. How do you feel? Hollow? Wiped out? Like you need an entire day of silence just to feel like yourself again? That's not weakness, that's your nervous system recovering from genuine overload. It took a massive amount of stimulation and now it needs to process it. You wouldn't call someone weak for being tired after running a marathon. This is the same thing, just invisible. You're allowed to say no. Not, sorry, I can't make it. Not, I wish I could, but I have plans. Just no. Warmly, kindly, without a 5-paragraph explanation. I'm going to sit this one out, but have the best time is a complete sentence. And the people who love you, they'll get it. They won't push. They won't make you feel like you owe them a better reason. The ones who make you feel guilty for protecting your energy, they were never your people to begin with. Here's what I actually want you to remember. The relief you feel when you cancel, that's not selfishness. That's self-knowledge. The quiet Saturday night you choose instead, the book, the playlist, the doing absolutely nothing in glorious peace, that's not you missing out on life, that's you living it in the way that actually restores you. The world is loud enough. You don't have to perform happiness in rooms that drain you just to prove you're fun. Some of the most interesting, most loving, most fully alive people I know quietly skip every single party. And they show up completely, genuinely, for the coffee dates, the late-night voice notes, the real conversations that you carry with you for years. That's not a smaller life. That's a better one. And you, yes you, already thinking about how you're going to word the "I can't make it" text, you deserve to live it fully, on your own terms, without a single apology. Now go enjoy your Saturday.